Hi, it's your girl Cards.
Yeah, and it's Jumaane, also known as Jubian Watchner.
It's always Arsenal.
It's always Arsenal, and it's always clean sheets. Yet
Yeah.
another clean sheet for Arsenal, and another W, another win. We have defeated Newcastle once more.
Yeah, 3-0.
3-0.
Excellent.
And this time in the Premier League, and we finally on the top
Ten.
half, the top half of the of the table. We're still far from the European spot, but we're actually just about 7 points away from a Champions League spot.
Which is really good.
Yeah, considering how we started our season, we can't really complain about that. We have been really good in the last couple of weeks, and I would say a lot of that have to do with Smith Rowe, Saka,
And Tierney.
and Tierney. But we yet another victory. Today we started with a back four. Bellerin sat on the bench and Cedric came on and he had a man of the match performance.
Yeah,
I would say.
excellent performance from him.
Yeah. He played splendid today. Of course, we had Xhaka and Partey.
Partey was back in the mix.
Partey was in the midfield, and we had Smith Rowe, Saka, and Lacazette and Oba. You know what I mean? So we had a very strong side. I like the mixture.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, and
really
one particular player who have been really performing is Xhaka, boy. Xhaka stamping his authority on the field, tackling, passing, and he settled. Why do you think Xhaka performing so these days?
Maybe because there's actual competition for his position. So most times he had a little hot and cold, but today in particular he was real hot.
Yeah,
he played real good today, and I want to say kudos to Xhaka for that performance. Obviously with Partey things are easy, but Partey's an exceptional player.
I feel like Partey is kind of like reassuring that the midfield is safe.
Yeah, his control is amazing.
And he's given Smith Rowe, Saka, even Xhaka the ability now to exploit and really penetrate, because Saka and Smith Rowe started the game and they
I call them the Wonder Twins. Saka and Smith Rowe, the Wonder Twins.
The energy that they bring into the table with, of course, the solidarity in the midfield with Partey and even Xhaka, that's unheard of. Arsenal was nowhere close to that at the beginning of the season, and it's still a work in progress.
It is still,
still a work in progress, but we got 3 goals. Of course, the first half, Newcastle was very stubborn in defense.
Yeah.
But
I like the energy that we started off the first half with, because it was real pacey.
Yeah,
so I liked that. It slowed down a bit in the 38th minutes. Because Newcastle's defense obviously is a bit stubborn, but we were rewarded significantly in the second half of those 3 goals.
And to be real honest too, it's almost like if what we have been, of course we weren't providing the fluidity in the earlier part of the season, but it's key moments in the game that we also weren't converting.
Yeah.
And that happened in the first half. Unfortunately, even Oba hit the post and so on.
Yes, twice.
But in the second half, we drilled Newcastle and we got the goals and the spaces starting to open up.
Yeah.
And more goals came. Beautiful football between Saka and
Smith Rowe.
Yeah. And then, of course, Cedric were rewarded with an assist.
That
Very
was real close.
Yeah,
but real good.
But more importantly, Oba with a brace.
Yeah.
So we in 10th position right now. Of course, Aston Villa is behind us, but they only played 15 games. And but we looking forward. We looking above and forward, and we coming for the top spots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The season still has a lot of games to go, but we coming. So, small talk. Small talk, of course, who dominating the media around transfer window time. Ozil has flew over to Turkey and should be finalizing his transfer to Fenerbahce. I mean, I would say I'm glad to see Ozil play football again.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, Ozil is a man. He's clearly a masterpiece. He has a master class. He is quality. It's just that his off the field affiliations and point of views don't necessarily fall in line with his footballing.
Yeah, like I said, he's just a bit too opinionated, and I think that's what causes a little bit of unsettling things with him because
Yeah.
he's just a little bit extra vocal.
Yeah, which is not a bad thing, Which is not a bad thing, but it don't really work out because you see what went on with him with Germany, and you saw what's going on with him now with us. So I just glad to see him back on the football field, hopefully. And I think that deal's supposed to be wrapping up sometime today, going into tomorrow. So, why all the best, boy, Mesut, boy.
Yeah.
All the best, Mesut, and that is the small talk for today. So our next game in the Premier League would be against Southampton next week, Tuesday. We have a little while to wait until we see our players play again, but hopefully that would be beneficial because some of the players who labored today, like Saka and Tierney and Partey,
they deserve a rest.
They'll get a nice little rest up, you know what I mean? At least from competitive football. But we on the verge to higher up the table and we're looking good.
Yeah.
We're looking good. So watch now.
It's always Arsenal.